Dolphins and the Beats, and it's kicking off next on Madden NFL 23.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Miami Dolphins and the Brooklyn Beats. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Brooklyn ball club. They come in off a loss in the opener last week. That one was on the road. Now they get their first taste here of home cooking.
And what they're hoping to do is feed off the energy of the home crowd. Great tailgate, great fan support. Let's see if they can put it to good use.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Dolphins, they come off a good win in the opener on the road, and they get a second road game here.
Yeah, the schedule makers didn't really do them any favors, but if they can win here and get to 2-0 on the road, they can be well set up for the rest of the year.
The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead. And we're off in week 2. Taken in at the 3. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. And we get a glance at their leader in the huddle, the veteran, in his 9th season now in the league.
And he comes off an incredible performance in the opener. 5 touchdown passes. Now, look, you always want to start strong, but I think that's more than anyone, including himself, could have expected.
Here's Parker, throwing to start the drive. And it's complete to Martin. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Heck of a start, a 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage.
Well, Parker, it's pretty simple. One thing you don't want to see defensively, on the very first snap of the game, some guy running free like we just saw there.
Heck of a start for this offense, no doubt. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Back to throw. Parker. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. To throw on 2nd down. Parker over the middle, complete to Samuel. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll run it for the first time with Williams. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Williams. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That play gets them 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Javonte Williams. That one's a milestone. Touchdown number 150 for his great career. And the Dolphins get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. That time, a 6-play drive.
And it was capped off by a Javonte Williams touchdown. From the 6. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And they'll be led out by their left-handed quarterback.
And he certainly had his share of struggles in the opener, threw a couple of ill-timed interceptions in the game. So that was something that was harped upon all week in practice. Because if he's going to help this team be a winning one, he can't give the football away like he did last week.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Being chased out left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. Back to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return, and it'll be Dolphin football. So Miami coming out for their second drive.
Now, early on, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Parker to throw on 2nd down. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
Now Parker throwing on first down. And Martin's got it complete. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On 2nd down, Williams.
And he'll be tackled at the 45 following a gain of just 2. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Parker now off the play fake. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, it certainly took too long to set up play action. That gave the pass rush time to get home for its first sack of the game. For their sake, they may start to think about the quick game and leave play action alone for a little while.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. They'll start on the ground here on first down. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. Lamb, and tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Rivers. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. Johnson's got it complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a 1st down.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw.
Again, it's Johnson.
Second and 5. He finds his man Johnson. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
And there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 30-yard line. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Lamb, and not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. Here's a 2nd and 7. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. He'll look to throw. And the catch made by Johnson.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, it's Brooklyn in possession. Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. Now they trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here.
He'll drop to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Page. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is a receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
On 1st down, Lamb, and he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Beats are an extra point away from drawing level.
Well, CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively because to me, they look like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4, 5 between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and we are tied at 7. So that drive goes a full 80 yards in 10 plays, and it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Miami's offense set and ready to go. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10.
To throw is Parker. Throwing to start the drive. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. Here's Parker. Looking to throw on 2nd down. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain. 2nd down.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. The toss to the wide side. This is Williams. Oh, look at the juke. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
He'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field.
Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why?
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender, and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, sometimes a thing of beauty.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long.
They'll drop to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Lamb, and they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
42 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far in this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 39-yard line. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
Here's the option going left on second down. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30.
And that one will go for 13 yards on the keeper and a first down.
I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. 1 yard gain.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Offense.
Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. Back to throw here. He finds his man, complete. That's Lamb.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete.
And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23.
It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. From the right hash, this from an even 40. And the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Dolphins defense is able to hold.
Well, clearly that was a design play. I just don't know that it was the right design. Your holder to have him pick it up and kind of be the power guy trying to run through the middle. Everything has to go right for that to work.
You mean you weren't relying on just great blocking to get him through? You kind of think maybe he can help make his own way if he's an actual running back instead of the holder? Yeah, I thought the same thing.
Throwing on 1st down. Parker.
And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off.
And he will take this down to the 10-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
And on 1st and goal, they decided to throw for it, but the coverage was excellent. And he kept holding the ball, hoping someone would shake free. Instead, he's hit and drop. And now, they're not even in the red zone anymore.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Up the middle they go. Lamb, he'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long. They'll look to throw here. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
This one fielded at the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4.
Operating from the gun, Parker. And the ball is knocked out. It's going the other way. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down.
And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
It's now 2nd and 10.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now back to throw.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Going old reliable there to the slot on 3rd down.
And the slot position has become the bane of just about every defense's existence, because how do you cover? Do you go with the bigger guy to try and use size? You got to try and go with the quicker guy and sometimes even get out quick there. Very difficult to match up with that slot receiver. That's why they keep going back to him.
And he's had the hot hand. And he's got it. Touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Good throw there. And I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason. And what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
A drive there of just 4 plays. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp, and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. Looking to throw. Parker. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. His throw incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Back out comes this offense now late in this first half. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Back to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. They're going to look to throw. Going to throw right side here. Complete. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Looking to throw. And a loose football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Back to throw again. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The end result, 21 yards. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And his kick is good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay.
Sorry, Coach, put a pin in that. We are going to move right on to the third quarter here. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
On second down, here's the option. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a third down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete. And they'll send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return, and they will take over 1st and 10.
So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. They go play action here on first down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Parker to throw on second down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Martin.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now.
Off the play fake. Parker going for the deep ball. And this one is incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll look to throw again. That's going to be caught by Samuel.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Off play action. Parker. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. A great play there. 32 yards.
And the Dolphins have cut it back within a score.
Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Now they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
2nd and 2. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer. I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
2nd and 13. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. So they bring out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. .43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field.
The offense coming back out here, plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Back to throw. Parker completes it to Samuel. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
They try the left side here with Williams. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Operating from the gun, Parker. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
They'll run out of the gun here, Williams. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Now Parker on 1st and 10. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Parker. Wide open receiver complete.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
I can't help but chuckle a little bit because at this point, it can't be a surprise to anyone in the building who's going to get the ball. They just keep feeding him over and over, and he just keeps on delivering.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Clock showing 90 seconds to go in the 3rd. Parker now. Off play action. Throwing left sideline complete. It's Baker. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A great effort there. 27 yards.
And the Dolphins are an extra point away now from moving out in front.
And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that will put them on top here in the 3rd.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. But now this offense comes back out onto the field. Their lead, they have seen it evaporate completely after such a good first half. They've been shut down here in the third quarter.
Searching for answers, trying to figure out what it's going to take to get back to where they were before. The big part of it is that sometimes you don't have to go exotic now. You go back to basics. Being able to run the football, string some things together, some effective passes, try and get a rhythm established again, and try and get back in the lead.
Back in the lead, like you said, back to the basics. It's a big play there. 41 yards.
I'm pretty sure any quarterback will tell you it's nice to have a tight end that can stretch the field. And how about him right there, working in the heart of the defense, and they connect on a very nice play downfield. A combination of talent and toughness to go into the briar patch.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
On the move to his left.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll drop to throw. He gets it left side to Johnson. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 3.
On 3rd down, it's Lamb. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line.
62 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
It's a gain of 7.
2nd and 3. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the...
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. He tried to get away, but to no avail, and an absolute killer there. A 12-yard loss on 1st and goal.
That I'm struggling to understand a little bit. That close to the goal line, first down, run the football. If you want to throw it, throw some play action on 2nd down.
So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. He'll drop to throw. Fighting to stay up. And the pressure gets to him again.
Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
For the lead, here's 3rd and goal.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down.
And his kick here is good. And they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Dolphins offense returning to the field. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams.
They'll get this to the 24, and it's 2nd down.
To throw is Parker. Looking to throw on 2nd down.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 49 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Looking to throw. Parker, flush to his right.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. Well, that's unfortunate because he had a nice run going, but give credit to the defense. They got a hand in the cookie jar there, CD.
You have to think about vision, finding a place to get down after you know you've gotten all you can out of a run, and obviously ball security is paramount. In today's football, everyone's coming after the rock. You've got to make sure you protect it and protect the yardage you just gained.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards, the final tally.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. They'll look to throw here. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Dolphins are right back in this football game. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. A golden opportunity for them now following the interception. They need to try to at least get 3. Obviously, a touchdown puts them in a much more secure position. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They run it again with Williams. And not much room to speak of. He'll get about 3 up to the 41.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Here's Parker on 1st down. Looking sideline, and he's going to have his man as he was able to walk the tightrope there for the completion. Parker to throw on 2nd down. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Parker out to his left, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he's on here to punt it away. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Now back to throw. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
He'll look to throw. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Now he'll escape to his right. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Back to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Now Williams running left. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And this is caught inside the 5. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way. Just reached up and pulled it in. Had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. They'll run it with Williams. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave him with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
Holding offense.
A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal. Williams will try again. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. And 3 yards on the carry there as his defense holds strong and takes it to 4th and goal.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to almost certainly win the football game. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to take the lead here in the final minute. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So in a driving rain, he steps up, puts it through just like he's practicing in a gym somewhere.
How about that? Any little slip in this weather is going to throw him off. He stepped up there like it was perfect conditions, took dead aim, and knocked it through.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly.
Well, the corner gets a hand on it, but he still makes the play. Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner, although on that last play they were so backed up it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded because we've seen the improbable before. A couple laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
So for the Dolphins, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. And they will head home next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for Brooklyn, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots.